and AMP coming to you live in an undisclosed area in Southern California. Coming out here at 6 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to be your host today. I'll be your host. I know the camera's up here, and I got the screen down here, and the mic's over here, and that's over there, and everywhere, and lights over here, and all that good stuff. But it's going to be more intimate today. It's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about how to gear up for 2023. Okay, I'm Eric. I'm going to be your host for the AMP Live Real Estate Show, broadcasting and being streamed live right now on different whatever platforms are out there. We got the Twitter, we got Instagram, there's YouTube, there's Twitch, there's all kinds of other video platforms. So wherever it's being streamed live, you can catch us on there. If you got a question, type it down below. I'm not sure if the chat's been available or it's opened up, or if we're going to open it up. Or you see this somewhere floating around on the internet or anywhere on social media, stop it, save it, look for the golden nuggets, like I always say, and go for it. Use it in the field. Today's Thursday is the sales and field day. Okay, we're at 6 p.m. here. It's dark, right? It's a little chilly in Southern California. Usually that's not the case, but hey, during Christmas it was 80 freaking degrees. That was like a Christmas summer, right? It was like being in Cancun or something. It was kind of weird, but it's all good to go. It's supposed to rain and all kinds of other stuff, so the people will love rain. Awesome. I'm Eric. I'm going to be your host, Eric Paul, of the AMPLify Real Estate Show. Today I'm going to it depends on where it goes. It may go 10 minutes, may go 40, may go an hour. This depends on if we get on a roll and keep on rocking and rolling. Today we're going to talk about how to prepare and gear up, right, for 2023 and beyond. What's transpiring? What's going on in 2023? What does the real estate market look like? I don't want to keep it too boring, but hey, real estate, we're obsessed with real estate. We love what we do. Hopefully we can help you. There'll be some links down below if you want to contact or get in touch with us through any of the social media platforms. You can do that by just give us a PM, or if you see the post, put some information on there and just say, hey, I want to get in touch with you. Can you give me a call or PM me or something? Or call the office number, the 424 number, or the 888 national number for any other reason, or text, or if you happen to have my telephone number of some sort or get it, or someone connects us, awesome. Let's connect. Let's do some business together. Let's see if we can help each other do this business in a fashionable manner in regards to, hey, this is what we do. AHA, Americans Helping Americans, right? It's all about, that's our cause and mission. Just to let you know, if you know who I am, if you don't, that's fine. Take a look, listen. Hopefully you get some awesome golden nuggets to take into the field. Full disclaimer, I am not an attorney, bookkeeper, a CPA, financial analyst, any of that good stuff, right? So take it for what it is, for entertainment purposes. Reach out if you have questions. We're looking for people to work with for 2023, acquisition managers, high ticket sales, distribution, or what they call it, dispo, right? Dispo peeps or distribution. Where we want to be able to dispose some properties here and there throughout the United States, looking for that in-house, as well as some admin and some high ticket sales people. If you have done sales or anything in the past, reach out to us on a different level. Contact us. You can and just let us know what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to get involved in real estate and looking for some coaching, training, mentoring, then obviously reach out to AMPLive, the American Mentee Program, or just AMPLive Media. They'll get in touch with us, and we'll rock and roll. Okay, you're going to see some stuff out there with a 5-day challenge, 30-day challenge, 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring in our flagship program, which is AMPLive, the American Mentee Program, where we train and mentor you and others across the United States, one-on-one if needed, right? Because business is done on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and yes, after 5 p.m., okay? So I'm in a pretty good mood today. Got my water, got my coffee. I'm going to suck down some water, so I'm just going to be myself today. Not that I'm not any other day, right? But, you got your times when you got to be professional, or you're zoned, or you're hyper-zoned on a certain thing. Right now, it's just gearing up. We've been gearing up for a little bit. We have a 30-day challenge coming up for January, February, and then obviously in March, we'll continue to do some cool stuff. 90-day program is relaunching, right? So we put it in a different program. We wanted to make it interactive and not just coaching, where you're just getting a bunch of videos and PDFs and groups with the blind leading the blind. I get it. Community's cool. To you don't need it anymore, or it is what it is, right? For a certain degree. It's like anything else. When you go to, we used to call them RIAs, now they're meetups, and now they're Facebook groups and things of that nature, where you interact. The world's a lot smaller, so this is awesome stuff here to be able to connect with you. It's awesome stuff to be able to connect with people, but like anything else, we're human beings, so you must vet. You got to vet everybody at the end of the day and see if it's going to be fit for you, right? And vice versa. So, that's my pro tip for you is vet buyers, vet sellers, vet people that you're working with, wholesalers at the end of the day, right? Because I say about 90%, 97% of people out there are brand new. And like I always say, right, it's like monkeys in a barrel. They're all just boom, boom, boom. I'd rather hang out outside the barrel and watch the monkeys do their thing and do business outside, right? And go from there. Every once in a while, if we're going to jump in, cool. And it is what it is, right? But I like the privacy of building a core, building a business around that. I want to share that with you, and that's what we're basically going to do. So if you have goals to get into real estate investing, real estate agent, or you just want to do real estate, whether it's single family, commercial, it could be land. A lot of people got into land. There was a niche for about a year and a half there. Everybody getting into land because they figure, hey, I can't wholesale. Maybe I can just, wholesale some dirt. Get into dirt. And my thing is this. Get into it. Find out where your niche is at. Find your niche. Find out what you're passionate about. Find out what you like. And then do that. And then build your business around that. Build you around that. And then go from there. If it's dirt, then sell dirt, right? If it's single-family properties, then it's single-family properties. If it's design or new construction, or maybe it's commercial, and some people are doing offices, industrial, retail, type of commercial. Others are doing apartment buildings and doors, and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of people with different flavors, right? It's just like the United States of America, right? It's just like who we are. We all got different flavors, and we are who we are at the end of the day. But one thing is for sure, we're all Americans. We're all going after the American dream. Even others in other countries, right? They want the American dream, or they want what is considered to them the American dream, or just be part of having something. And that's what we're here to do, is to help you get to that legacy, help you get out of the JOB and move into the lane of an entrepreneur, or what I like to call maverick, or even reading some stuff, right? It's kind of weird, right? About the lone wolf and stuff. Who are you? And this is for men and women, alphas, and then they got this thing called sigmas, right? Then it goes beta, and then you got your what's the other ones? Omega and delta and some other stuff, right? All based off of the Greek knowledge and figuring out your personality types, right? So it's pretty cool to read, look into that stuff, see who you are, what you are. It's kind of like the 4 personality traits. Even when you build a business, you're looking at certain people that are admin people. You want to put them in that place. Salespeople, put them in their place. Put them in the positions where they're going to thrive, right? Whatever job you're doing, whether it's electrician, or maybe it's you work at a grocery store, or your coffee place, or maybe your construction, or an executive, or brokerage. Who knows what you do? At the end of the day, follow your passions, never give up. If you are at where you're at, congratulations to you. If you're not, then hey, let's get together and let's change the world one fellow American at a time. That's our goal, that's our cause, and that's our mission. So for 2023, I'm gonna take a drink real quick and share some books. Got some cool books I've been reading throughout 2022, right in the last quarter. But 2023 is going to look up. If you had a bad 2022, sorry to hear that. If you had an awesome one, congratulations. The market is shifting. It is changing a little bit. And that's only what it's doing, is basically stabilizing. We don't have a crystal ball. My mentors used to tell me the same thing. Hey, if we had a crystal ball, awesome. But we don't have a crystal ball. Our crystal ball is to look at cycles and trends, figure out what's going on throughout the market. And yes, you're still speculating. But at least you're not speculating like stocks and bonds and crypto and all that shit, right? Where it goes up and down and all over. Write it for what it is. Make your money. And if it sticks around, awesome. I'm not here to say it's going to or not going to. Everything has to change, right? Before it used to be all money and change and dollars, right? Now, even though you can't even, some places don't even take cash, right? Cash used to be king. I think we were watching the Tulsa King, right? If you haven't seen the Tulsa King, go watch it. It's awesome. It's with Sylvester Stallone. But, he got out of prison and all this crazy stuff, and he has his money. And I think he was going to a FedEx or something because he's going to send some money to his boss or something, right? And didn't take any cash. He said, what are you talking about, right? He goes, I don't know, sir. I just work here. He tried to handle some cash. He said, no, we don't take cash. Are you crazy? Cash is king, right? I said, well, so he went over. So that being the, the entrepreneur that he is and being that, that type of person, he turned around and said, hey, can you do me a favor? You got a credit card? Because he asked, what do you take? The salesperson said, well, we take credit cards, debit cards, whatever, right? I said, okay. So he found somebody, the guy standing right behind him in line. He said, hey, you got a credit card? I said, yeah, I sure do. He said, all right, can I use it? I'll go ahead and pay you right now. If you put it on there, I'll give you the money. You put it on a credit card so I can send this package out. And obviously human beings are technically cool and nice, right? They said, yeah, right? So being an entrepreneur, right? Working outside that square box. The inside of the box is either a job or you're an agent or a broker or whatever you're doing inside that box. We like to be creative and work outside the box. Inside the square box is what I call the public sector. Outside of the square box is the private sector. And what I mean by that could be creative real estate investing, wholesaling, sub-2, lease options, regular options, anything where you're putting together a creative deal using leverage to structure a deal on a win-win-win situation. Win for the seller, win for investors if you have them, and a win for you. The seller gets paid first, and we take care of the seller first because they're your number one client, right? If you have investors involved in the deal, take care of them, and then obviously you or us or anybody, you be on the bottom. Take care of yourself last because they got to get taken care of first, okay? Once you do that, then, hey, you just keep on rolling and doing what you need to do, put a process and procedures together, and you keep moving forward. So 2023, what are we looking forward to in 2023? I'm hearing a lot of stuff throughout the United States, right, with agents, right? Agents are shifting. Some are going back to different jobs, or they're not thriving, they're not marketing, or they're not getting deals, they're not closing stuff, they're putting stuff on the market, it's taking too long to sell because they already put them on the market too high anyways, thanks to the sellers and other people doing that and listing properties too high. The market's adjusting, right? So don't listen to all the hype. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Look at the numbers for what they are, wherever you're located, right? If you're an expert in your area, or if you're like a jack of all trades and going from Florida to here and here and everywhere, and you don't got a system in place and you're just trying to do deals everywhere, good luck to you on that, until you have something that's solid and a system put in place and you're working with people and you got boots on the ground all over the place and you specialize and you do your homework and you look at the demographics and where's the jobs, what's there, what locations, then you'll thrive in all those different markets, right? For sure. People that are doing it, sure. Can you be successful? Yes. Are people being successful? Yes. But it's like anything else, right? Rise and fall, right? How long will that little raft last, right? Before it pops and then it disappears. And then you have to adjust and adapt to a new market. The goal for us and the goal for me when I got started was to learn creative real estate investing. Just learn real estate, period, right? And to figure out how these guys and gals are doing it. Creative real estate investing, which came down the wire by accident for me, is going, hey, if these guys and gals can do it, then I'm going to do it. Once I confirmed that they were doing the deals and people were on TV saying all this, you become a real estate mogul and all this good stuff, I go, okay, once I found out that it's real, and the reason I did that and how I did that was by studying, right? Doing my due diligence. You got to dig in like a reporter and look at the numbers and see where they're coming up with the numbers, where are things happening. Can you really buy a house for $10? Can you really buy a house for $100? Can you really lock up a property with a one-page option, right? Can I sell that paper to another investor or another person? Is it legal? Of course, in your travels, you're going to want to talk to an attorney. You're going to want to figure out how you want your business to be perceived to the seller in the world, right? So you want to do some due diligence at the end of the day. So I get it. Everybody goes on, social media and they're asking other people. It is what it is. Even when you're doing that, it's fine. I've been reading some cool books. I think one is over there. I'll go get it. But we got one here. Not to break it up. I know I was going. Just because when I'm thinking stuff is hopping around, I'm like, shit. Okay, I got to share this really quick before I forget. Right? Whether it's age or whatever. But the bottom line is that reading. I was thinking to myself because sometimes, yes, you be stubborn. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a stubborn person. Took me a little bit longer, or it takes longer for me to learn something. Right? Only because I'm doing all these steps and I want to confirm, execute, confirm, execute. Right? And then put together a program because I'm looking for the long term, right? I don't want to have to go back to a job. So I made sure that when I did this, I studied, I figured out what I wanted to do, I put my pitch together, put how I wanted to talk to sellers together, and put like a process. It's the same way when you build a car, or if you have a recipe and you like that recipe and you want to duplicate it, well, you can try to figure it out by accident and just do it over and over until it becomes a habit, or you start documenting it, right? This is what I do. I need to add this and add this and do this and do that and say this and do this and do that. And then you start putting some psychology behind it and going, okay, that's why that worked. I did this and I did this and I said this a certain way, and I touched them 7 times before that happened. A little sales 101, they say, 7 to 10, 11 times before they'll be willing to work with you and all that good stuff. They got to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of statistics out there. And if you look at them and then you confirm them and then you bring them into your business, and if you're doing those things and it's working, now you got a workable model. So you rinse and repeat and you document it and keep going forward if you're trying to create stuff from scratch. The great thing about this now with this and all the social media stuff, I can share stuff with you. Others can share stuff with you. The problem is, and the disconnect is, that there's so many pieces to the damn puzzle. There's a hey, this is how you put the puzzle together right here, and then you buy the program. But even that person who put the program together didn't have the full puzzle. They sold you a half-ass puzzle with pieces missing, or this and that and all that other good stuff. Or you go over here and buy this program, and you're going, okay, cool. This is the puzzle that I want, and here's the instructions on how to build the puzzle. But I got to go build the shit all by myself and say, good luck. Watch all the videos to put the puzzle together, right? Or you got to, they'll call you once in a while. What I'm talking about is programs that people buy into. YouTube University, right? There's people I hear, oh, I've learned how to play guitar off of YouTube University. Okay, are you any good? Right? I don't know. Let's hear you play. Right? And go from there. It's a good starting point, right? I'm not going to say it doesn't work. It all works. But it depends on how you learn. A lot of people like to learn by doing, right? Asking questions, execute, seeing results. Kind of like Missouri is the show me state. They got to see this bottle of water and say, oh, what? People are bottling water nowadays? And, and you look at that and you go, well, yeah, right? If you're like back in the 1800s and they said you're bottling water, they wouldn't believe you, right? They're going to go, what is this? This is not glass. This is some type of magic, right? Unless they've seen it. So same thing with real estate. Some people don't get into it because they're going, my God, I can't get into this because I'm not smart enough, or I don't know enough, or I don't know how to get into real estate or where to start. I got to get my credit going. I have to save some money for a down payment. I have to get qualified and have good credit. All kinds of different things that people think, unless you understand and know. I always say what you don't know is what you don't know, right? And it's true. I've learned it the hard way, right? Where I'm stubborn, and I'm going to go down that right hand. I'm going to go down the hallway because I want to see and make sure that there is nothing there. Even though a mentor of 20 years or 30 years or 40 years will say there's nothing down there, Eric, but you can go check it out. I'll wait right here. And then I tell a lot of our mentees the same thing. The stubborn ones want to go check. And then they'll go down and they come back and they go, oh, you're right. There's nothing down there. I call it an aha moment, right? They're like, oh, okay. Oh, I get it. Aha moment. And it's not to be right. It's just that I don't have time to go down there. But if you want to go down there, go down there. I've done that several times. I check. It's cool. There's nothing down there. I'm not missing out on anything. I just want to make sure there's no pot of gold over there that I'm going to miss out on. And then, the mentee or mentor says, let's go this way. Mentor says, hey, money's over here, and let me show you what we need to do to go get it. We do the same thing, all right, to the mentees, and the ones that decide to go down that little, down that road and there's nothing there. And they come back and go, oh, I get it. Okay, what do we do now? Well, we're going to go this way because this way is the money, and this is how we're going to do it, and this is how we're going to structure the deal, right, and put it all together. At the same token, it's about showing you how to fish, right? Because if we show you how to fish, you can eat forever. If we give you fish, then you're never going to learn how to fish. And when we stop giving you fish, you will die and perish, and will starve to death, right? So super important. There's a lot of people that want to buy fish too. Well, just buy fish, right? You can do that. It'll cost a lot of money, unless you know what you're doing. That can, you can crash and burn on that, or you'll figure out something that works for you and it's valued, it's worth it for you. Some people like to go to other wholesalers and JV with them, and like wholesalers to bring them. They got the money and bring them the deals, right? And it's still costing them, right? It can cost you $3,000 or $20,000. $3,000 and build your own pond and your own system, and you fish out of your own system every month, and then keep on adding more and more money as you grow and expand, as you do deals. Or you can pay $20,000 to a wholesaler. But 2023. Oh, we got some technical difficulties there. Okay, so 2023, things are changing. Obviously, the market's going to adjust to where the properties are going to be selling at. Days on the market have stretched out from, the 14 to the 30 to the 60 and 90-day type, days on the market is what I'm trying to say, from the East Coast to the West Coast and everything in between. And stuff in between is taking longer, 30, 60, 90 days. It's about 60 to 90 days. Depends, unless it's on a super, super hot market. East Coast, West Coast, same thing. Depends on where the market's at. Could be 30 to 45 to 60 days on the market, right? Unless you price it right. That's the thing. You need to be pricing your properties right. But at the same token, investors are kind of a little freaked out. I'm going to change this real quick. What happened? This came up here? 30-day challenge? Oh, okay, well, let me switch that up so you can see my mug. All right, so that's 21 minutes of that. Okay, so 2023. I advise, and like I said, take it for what it is at the end of the day. 2023 is the market shifting. Properties are going to start coming down in price. Maybe you'll be able to get be able to make some offers. People are buying stuff off the MLS, yes, still to a degree, but you got to hunt, look for the ones that are on the market for a long period of time, as well as investors. They're trying to go back to the 60 cents, 65 cents on the dollar type of rule, right? And that's okay. It makes it harder for the wholesalers, because now instead of trying to find something at 70 cents on the dollar, they got to find something at 60 cents on the dollar. So what do, right? Are you going to find those? It was hard enough just to find the 70 cents on the dollar minus repairs, let alone 60, right? And I always say, if you find something at 60 cents on the dollar, take it down, go find somebody to write a check, or JV with them, or let them write the check. They may or may not, right? Maybe, want to do a deal with you because you don't have experience. But if you have some experience, or you bring some contracting to the table and things of that nature, then you'll be able to do something, right? I'm going to shut this down at 25, 30 minutes, and that'll be it. But I would suggest the workaround is to learn the art of the deal, okay? It's super valuable. Learn creative real estate investing, okay? Creative real estate investing is at the top. Everything else below. Wholesaling, lease options, rent to own, right? And if you learn those things, you'll be able to dominate your area. I'm also going to give you a pro tip. Hyper focus on one thing. If it's single family and you're going after distressed properties, then work on single family, work on distressed properties, work on the art of the deal, work on your closing ratios, work on your pitches, right? And practice, because the only way to become an expert is to practice, and practice more. If you don't do that, then you're never going to become an expert in your area. You're always going to be, what's the word? God damn it. All right, cool. You're always going to be hunting for the next deal. Obviously, you want to put a system in place, right? Think franchise, think business, think systems, think forward, right? That's what we did the last cycle with carpet tile paint. Lock up a deal, put it under contract, subject to existing financing, bring in a contractor, carpet tile paint, get it in, get it out, be done. All right, if you're fixing and flipping. A lot of investors are slowing down under fix and flip, and they're shifting to buy and holds. So if you understand how buy and holds work, or if you can structure a deal, that's why it's best to learn the art of the deal and creative real estate investing. Click down below, and we'll share some of that stuff with you, right? Because we're always looking for good people. You got to be able to punch your way out of a paper bag, follow directions and things of that nature, and be coachable, right? And take action. You're going to get the results that we always, at the end of the day, I guarantee you'll get results if you show up to the damn party. If you don't, well, shame on you. The bottom line here is that in 2023, here's some things that are shifting. One is pricing, all right? Two is the investors. Investors are moving from, those still investors are going to do buy and hold. If you find those investors that want to buy and hold, then hey, you got to find those sweet deals. And until the market starts changing, you got to remember it's November, October, November, December, and January. The market slows down. Here's a pro tip for you: you'll find better deals during that time frame, right, of fall and winter, because people want to sell, people want to move, people want to move on with their lives. Some need the money, some are pre-foreclosure, some are probates, some don't want to fix up the damn property, right? And they just want to get their money and be able to be in another location in spring and summer and move on with their lives, right? Because so they'll take the money now, but they'll do it at a discount. So right now, I don't care what anybody says. I mean, I just look at it from my statistics at the end of the day, and for the last probably couple of decades, that those are the sweetest times to find the most deals and the best deals if you're out there hunting and hunking and chunking on that type of stuff, right? Because in springtime, yes, I'm sorry, but the market goes up. More people are going to sell. It's just simple economics, supply and demand, right? And how human beings are. They'd rather sell in springtime or summertime. Do they want to move in summer? Hell no. But they may wait. They may wait. Said, I want my, everybody starts doing stuff, and it's easier to throw it on the market and try to sell it and get premium dollar for your property, right? Even if you're fixing and flipping. So a lot of investors are going to be looking, and they're going to be grinding wholesalers, grinding anybody who brings a deal to them, including sellers, right, to get the best possible price. And that's going to be the pitch. Hey, the market's changed. It's shifted. This is what's happening, right? The market's going to crash and this and that. Doom and gloom and doom and gloom. At the end of the day, we don't have doom and gloom quite yet. Unless we're going to go to war with Russia or China or some crazy shit. That shit's not going to happen. It's not happening right now. Inflation is what it is. Administration is what it is. Everything is what it is. But the market and life is still moving forward, right? It's just going to adjust. And when it adjusts in, what do we got? January, February, March, we'll start seeing where properties are stable again, possibly, right? And into the summer, and then into the end of 23 and 24. Then we might see, it depends on what the feds do and all that good stuff, right? Who gives a shit to a degree? Unless you're buying, traditionally, that's one thing. Or if you're looking to buy a house for to get into and live in, that's going to be totally different. This is for the purpose of real estate investing. We're always looking for distressed properties. We're always looking for opportunities. We're always looking for what? For the market to shift and change, because when it does shift and change, it means opportunity. You jump on the opportunity, you knock on the door, right? If it don't open, knock the motherfucker down. Or you're going to be standing there where others knock the shit down and they're going and gobbling up the deals, right? And of course, you can only do that if you understand creative real estate investing, because the one-trick pony wholesale stuff is only going to take them so far, right? Especially if especially if the price is going, or people are going from 70 to 60 cents on the dollar, right? It means you got to get super aggressive with your marketing. You got to get super aggressive with your negotiation skills, right? Because if you suck at negotiating, you're not going to get any deals. Or if you're relying on somebody else to do that for you, good luck, right? Because this is a people business. It is a negotiating business. The art of the deal and creative real estate investing, the ones who become the experts are the ones that will get the best deals. That's what you want, right? I'm sure you do. Right? Then you can go back and people will be amazed and go, oh my God, how'd you get that deal? How'd you get that deal? Right? And they don't need to know. It's like learning, it's like Bruce Lee and Ip Man, right? That they get to pick and choose. The bloodline gets taught those super secrets, right? The ninja secrets, or whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Where they learn how to fight and learn how to do martial arts in a certain way. Until they open it up to the masses, then it's different, right? Then everybody has a chance, but it doesn't mean you're going to have 50,000 Bruce Lees, right? Because Bruce Lee is Bruce Lee. And then when he's taught a certain thing and the way he's trained and the way he thinks and the way that comes out, and only probably 1 to 3% are going to be as good as Bruce Lee, right? It's just the numbers. It's like going to a seminar. 97% of the people are going to freaking fail. 1 to 3% will make it. You have a better chance if you have a mentor, right? You have a coach and a mentor. That's why those people who shine, and I'm not into sports too much, right? I love boxing and fighting and all that good stuff and cars. But if you think about it, right, and I'll throw a name out there, maybe I won't. The bottom line is the people that you know that are in sports that are very, very, very freaking awesome, right? They had a coach. And then they had a mentor. And they practice and they practice and they practice. When everybody goes home, they're in the gym practicing, right? They're shooting. They're working whatever type of sports or even music, right? They're doing it more than the others. When the others go home on the weekend, they're working to become what? The best. If you don't want to become the best, I get it. You can still do this business on a part-time basis. You can get one deal every quarter, one deal every 3 months. Can that change your life? Of course it can. You do 4 of those, I guarantee it's probably going to be more than the average salary of what you are making or others make, right? Maybe it's $60, $40, $150,000 a year, depending on what your bracket is. But if you do a deal, depending on if it's the East Coast or West Coast, right? 15, 20, 30,000 bucks times 4, do the math, right? It's probably more than a salary working at a job, but you're also not at a job working 8 hours. Well, most people don't even work 8 hours, right? They get an hour lunch, a half hour lunch, and 10 or 15 minute breaks. Fuck off in the morning, fuck off right before you go home. Fuck off during the day is what most Americans do, right? So you got a job. The ones that are hustling and they're rocking and rolling, they work. They give 100% of themselves while they're on the clock because they want to move up. And those are the ones that move up the ladder because they're hungry. And they befriend the managers. They befriend regional. They befriend the executives because they too want to move up the corporate ladder. So yeah, network, all that good stuff. It all makes sense, right? Read the book, Think and Grow Rich. 17 Principles of Success. Here's the cool one. Now, if I ever wrote a book, it'd probably be like this, right? Because everything this guy is saying, his name is Chris Voss, right? Check it out. It's negotiating, right? Did I know this when I got started? No. Did I learn it over time? Yes. Did I learn it by accident? Yes. Did I study books? No. I studied some books to learn how to do the business, and over time, document. I leave a house and I would study on what happened, if it was good, and then reproduce it. If it was bad, what happened? What went wrong? Don't do that shit again. Figure out a better way. What else do I do? Until I got to the point of going, okay, this is how I make a call. When they call me, right? When they call, we got a hot lead. They jump through our hoops, right? Ask all the right questions. We ask all the right questions and we're getting intel. You can't provide a solution to somebody if you don't ask open-ended questions, if you don't befriend them, if you don't have solutions to their problems. If you solve their problems, they will work with you. If you have some credibility, they will work with you. Perception, yes, is reality. So when you're at the kitchen table, but there's a process to it, right? We're on the phone. We get the information. We get the intel. Then we confirm the intel. And then we go ahead and make sure the due diligence is there. Is there a deal? Does it look like there's a deal? Make a second phone call. Talk to the seller. Get an appointment. Or they're going to ask you, oh, well, how much? You can make me an offer? How much can you pay me? If you tell them, you're an idiot. Don't do it, okay? Don't listen to what you see on YouTube and stuff, or try to text and do deals or make offers on the phone. Stop being lazy, right? This is your business. Treat it like a business. And it'll do what it needs to do for you. Magic will come down the wire. I hate using the word magic, but it'll feel like magic, right? Because you're on all 8 pistons. You're rocking and rolling, right? You're connected to the universe. That's an awesome feeling when it happens, okay? It comes and it goes and it comes and it goes. The goal is to keep it. I want to be connected to the universe and then vibrate at a higher plane all the time. But we're human beings, right? We're not machines. So it's going to happen, right? It's like real estate, ups and downs, ups and downs. Life has ups and downs. People perish, people die, people are born. It just is what it is. But if you have a positive mental attitude, life can be great. Put a smile on your face, rock and roll. I get it. You know, bad things happen. This depends on how you deal with them. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different processing system, but the goal is this. And here's a pro tip for you. You can be reprogrammed. Reprogram yourself. You have to believe, because if you believe it, it'll happen. If you believe it, things will transpire for you, right? Anything can be done, but yes, there's a price to pay for all that. Blood, sweat, and tears, right? The ups and the downs of life. It is what it is. But check this out. If you do this, you won't be disappointed. Go for it. Go for whatever your dreams are. All right? What do you got to lose? We're all dying at the end of the day. I never used to think about that when I was younger, right? Shit, I'll live forever. Right now, nobody can take me down. I can do all kinds of shit and do that shit and move forward on it, right? You get older, you start getting a little bit more humble. You want to give back. You want to leave something for the earth. You want to leave something for other people. Hence, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMPLive, right? AMPLive Media, VIP execs, all of it, right? At the end of the day, we're here to help you build your legacy. We want to help you build those things. If you are game, if you're not, that's okay. JOB, some people are built for JOBs. That's okay too, right? That's why I said there's 4 personality types, right? You got your salespeople, you got your admin people, you got your pleasers, and you got others that are, hey, they're kind of like a little bit of both, right? They're thinkers and they're entrepreneurs, but they don't want to sell, so you got to find the right people to work with, build your team. But right now, you are the team. If you're just getting started, or if you're seasoned, or you're an agent broker, whatever it may be, right? Creative real estate investing and learning the art of the deal are the keys. The keys to sustaining and moving forward into the cycles, the next cycle, and the next cycle, because the market is ever shifting and it's always changing. Okay, so 2023, it could be an awesome year if you want it to. My pro tip here is to go after distressed properties. And if not, don't listen to all the bullshit that's out there and go, oh, foreclosures, they're so hard, or there's not enough, or taking advantage of people. I have rebuttals for all that, but I'm not going to get into it on this particular live, because I think I'm going to wrap it up. We're already at 35. I'm done. Okay, 35 and done. If you have any questions, reach out to us on any of the platforms. But 2023 can be an awesome, awesome year for you. It's going to be an awesome year for us. No matter what we're going after, we're going to make the things happen on all yes goals. And it's not because of January's here and we're going to do our New Year's resolutions. I'm not into that. But if you are, awesome. Write your goals. Do your stuff. For me, New Year's resolution is every day since I got started in 2003, right? And before that, I was planning and plotting, right? While I was at my shitty job, deciding what I wanted to do and can I do it. So I was already plotting shit, right? So it's kind of cool to look at goals from 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20, even 30 years, or however you are. Maybe you're not even 30 years old yet. Maybe you've never wrote any goals. Well, I challenge you to do so. You should, right? I don't care if you're 18, 19, 20, 25, 30. You should be writing down your goals. You should be using those 20s to formulate and plot, so you can become a multimillionaire in your 30s and 40s and help other people, right? There's a lot of people out there doing it. I get it. Social media, it is what it is. But work on those foundations. Build something solid. Build something strong, so you can obviously take it into the next cycle, and then, build a legacy. Without further ado, I'm Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part to get America back on track together with you. And AMPLive, the American Mentee program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you and others across the United States of America. AMPLive Media, VIP execs, say, hey, wishing you an awesome 2023. There's some links down below. Let's connect. Let's connect. See if we're a good fit or not. It's okay. Not going to hurt our feelings. But we'd love to work with you no matter what. People who do know me, hey, I'm the same person no matter what, online, offline, all this good stuff. Do this because I love doing it. It's a passion of mine. God said, hey, this is where you're going to be, and this is what your job is for now. So this is what I'm doing. So hopefully we can inspire you, enlighten you, motivate you into doing something extraordinary for yourself, okay, and your family. And we're here to do that, because the more people we help, the bigger we get, the more we're putting into the system. It's not to do it on purpose. It's because it's just part of how things work, right? You're putting good into the bank of good, right? I've been told several times that, hey, you're too nice of an investor, right? You give too much, you pay too much, you do this, you do that. That's me. It's okay. I can do that if I want to. If you choose to do that, awesome. All right? So I'm going to wrap this up. Rock and roll in all that you do. I'm Eric of the AMPLive Real Estate Show, AHA, Americans Help Americans, AMPLive, the American Mentee Program, sponsored by AMPLive Media and VIP execs. Reach out anytime. We have an open door policy. No problem. You just call one of the 888 number or the 424 number of the office. You can email us. You can Facebook PM us. Somebody will get in touch with me. I don't answer my darn phone, but I do listen to it. If you got my number, or if you get it somehow, feel free to just leave a message, and we'll get back in touch with you the same freaking day. That is my pet peeve and my goal, always to get in touch with people right out of the gate. And if you're looking to rock and roll, we're here to help you make that happen, okay? Take care. You have an awesome, awesome week. Go after your dreams. Never, never quit. Don't listen to people's bullshit. Kill the NMA with PMA, right? Thoughts are things. Change your thoughts, change your life. Hopefully, you'll come across a what's it called? A paradigm shift, right? Sometimes you have to go through bad shit to get that paradigm shift, and some just work towards it until they get it, right? Hopefully that happens with you, or whatever it is down the road, but hopefully we can work together in some capacity or another. All right, take care. Bye-bye.